Yo guys, what is going on? It is Invin here, and today what I'm bringing to you all is a video on the brand new systems that we are going to be seeing in New World and across Eternum with the release of the summer update. Like I've said in the previous few videos in this series, we expect that to be at some point in July. So firstly, we're going to be talking about the Expedition Group Finder, as that's one of the brand new systems, and we've got about 4 or 5 here that we're going to talk about in today's video. So firstly then, the Expedition Group Finder, starting off being a same world thing, so it will be players that are already on the same world as you, just kind of removes the need to sit and try and go through chat to try and get yourself a group together. You'll actually be able to do this from the entrance or even the minimap icon for any of these locations. What you'll do is you'll click on the minimap icon or go up to the entrance, and you can create a listing or browse the current listings to see which groups are available for you to join. Now if you're creating one, you can set which role you would like to be yourself and which roles that you're then looking for, as well as obviously you can set your own role when you're trying to join, so it will show you applicable groups. Then on top of this, what you can do if you're creating your own group is actually set the gear score preference, the level preference, that sort of thing, so that you can get people in that are required to do the expedition or mutation level that you're actually trying to complete, which I think is a really good thing because players below that can't pretend that they're higher because it just won't be shown to them. So if you need 625 for mutation 10, you're only going to get people at 625, which is really, really cool. Like I said there, it does allow you to select your role, either DPS, healer or tank. So again, I'm assuming that you'll be able to select multiple if you're someone who has multiple sets, but you'll probably be needing to wear the one that is required in order to be able to fulfill the position that is being requested by another player if you're trying to join games. And obviously it will show you ones below your requirements as well as the ones of your level. So if you are someone that's up to say 620 gear score and you can easily do a mutation 3, but you can also do a mutation 7, it will still show you the mutation 3s and stuff while you're in there. So you've got a good choice of things that you can do with your weekly and daily allowance of expeditions and mutation runs. Now something else that's really important that goes alongside this with the expeditions during this update then is the brand new expedition resource called Loot Materia. Now Materia is a resource that you're basically going to be able to get from any of the key named drops from that specific expedition, and what you're going to be able to do with Materia is when you salvage those named drops that you don't want to keep, you'll be given a certain amount of this materia, and once you have another certain amount, again we're not fully sure on the values of that yet because obviously they could change on the PTR, but let's say 200 materia, you can craft yourself a different specific named item. So let's say that you're getting really unlucky in Lazarus, you're wanting the Lazarus bow, and you're getting a load of other kind of rare drops or legendary drops or even epic drops from this area that are not quite the Lazarus bow. You can break those down into the materia and save up that materia so that when you have enough to craft it, you can actually just go ahead and craft the Lazarus bow, which reduces the randomness of these drops and obviously means that more players can get the opportunity to get some of these best in slot drops and then obviously upgrade them to 625 when you get to that point as well. So that is a really, really cool brand new system coming with the summer update. Now the next thing that we are taking a look at here is the perfect salvage. This is a brand new thing that takes away some of the tediousness of salvaging, or at the very least gives you a very decent reward should you get a proc of this while you are doing your salvaging. So anybody that's kind of done more than 2 expeditions in a row knows that your inventory clogs up very, very quickly and you have no choice but to go through and salvage a lot of items, and it feels pretty rough when you're doing it with a lot of decent items that you just don't need to use right now. You're getting rid of stuff and you weren't really getting any return because the repair parts were filling up way too quickly. Well, now we've got a new thing here. They've said they've listened to the feedback and recognised that salvage became much less interesting at endgame, and therefore obviously they've added this new feature of a perfect salvage. Now wherever you salvage an item, you will have a chance to perform a perfect salvage, and these can reward players with things that like research materials such as weapon scraps. These can be used to gain crafting trade skill experience. You can also be rewarded with special orbs that can be converted into gypsum casts, which bypass the normal daily limit. So if you are trying to get up to 600 expertise, this is really good, but also if you're already at 600 expertise, you can use this to gain some more umbral shards, so that's really cool as well. Also, you can receive materials to fabricate special items, so I'm wondering if that could be the materia that they're referencing there, and other valuable resources. Again, no specifics on what that is, but I'm sure that they'll at least be more useful than excess repair parts that we were getting before when you were already at maximum. So you won't get this every time, but it'll be a chance to proc, and when you do get it, you can get some of those rewards that I just spoke about. So it's a very cool brand new system coming with this update, and I think that's something that I certainly am going to be very excited about, as it does make salvaging much less of a chore. Now, the final thing that we're going to be touching on here today then is the brand new territory supply system. Players can now craft 4 different tiers of territory supplies, which provide the player with large amounts of territory standing in their current territory. And territory supplies will cost different tiers and volumes of corrupted fragments, stone and wood depending on the tier of the supplies, and players can craft each tier of territory items 8 times per week. Now this is really important because obviously we're going into an orbless or keyless system with the expeditions, which means particularly with some of the materials we use to craft those expedition keys, things like the corruption fragments will be way less useful for the time being in New World while they repurpose them, but the corrupted fragments can be used for these territory supplies, and to be honest, this is a really good way to bring down your taxes, increase your storage, and if you're a newer player, get yourself up to being able to earn a house quicker, get some resource gathering speed up, and things of that nature, which can actually be really helpful at all different stages of the game. So I'm certainly, as an endgame player, still going to be taking advantage of this, because I really want to just get as high as I can with all these territory standings, keep my storage going up and all that good stuff, as you can never have enough of that. But that is going to be it for today's video, guys. That's a quick overview of some of the new systems that we're going to be seeing again in this summer update, which we're hoping is going to be in July. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this mini series of videos on kind of stuff that we're going to be seeing in this update. I'm trying to do them in quick, digestible formats so you guys can understand sections and kind of watch the ones that you're interested in. If you are enjoying them, please do make sure to drop me a like. It really helps to support me and my channel, so I'd really appreciate it. And if you haven't already done so, make sure you are subscribing as well, as again, it massively helps to support my content, so I'd really appreciate that. Other than that, that is going to be it for today's video, guys. So thanks for your time, thanks for watching, and I will catch you again very shortly on a brand new upload. Take care, guys, and peace.